Hey Starcraft 2 fans, how's everybody doing? This is Lasercorn with Mahalo Video Games, and we are bringing you another epic matchup, this one between Loner and NVMacSed. I'm just going to call him Mac, because that's too hard to say. And people who have watched my cast before know I'm a big fan of Loner. I liked him in the MLG, and I found a 3-game series between these two players on Gosu Coaching's website. So I downloaded them and I figured, hey, let's see what happens. Never really heard of Mac before, but if he's playing against Loner, I've got to assume he's pretty decent. Or he's in for a big surprise, also known as a beatdown. Before things get too actiony, actually, I guess, well, after this probe steals some minerals. But I am going to take a minute here and plug the Lasercorn Challenge. Haven't done it in a while, but I got to plug it. If you guys want to play me, Lasercorn, for a $50 GameStop gift card, all you have to do is send me an email to lasercorn@mahalo.com. That's Lasercorn with an S, not a Z, and include your Battle.net name and character code. And I pick one of those emails every week at random, and then we play for the gift card. If you win, you get the gift card. If I win, shockingly, I get nothing. Shockingly and badly, I don't get anything. But, you know, I play anyway. I play for the love of the game, guys. That's why I do it. You guys are just in it for the gift card. But yeah, send me an email, we'll play. It'll be fun. Anyway, getting back to it. Neither player walling off the entrance to their base, as some players like to do, aka me. And we've got the orbital command morphing in at about 15. Pretty standard, 15 or 16. And looks like we've got a cyber core coming down out here, kind of in the back of the base. That's interesting. I wonder if he was trying to hide that. And let's actually take a look and see if Loner spotted it. Loner has not seen the cyber core yet, but he's got to assume it's out there somewhere. All Protoss players have a cyber core somewhere, and maybe he's looking for it now. He's probably like, where the hell is that cyber core? I know he's got one. Uh-oh, look at this. He's throwing down a bunker, and in the Terran base, a assimilator has been thrown down. And yeah, you should really work on destroying that. But it looks like he sent his one Marine up to the bunker. Loner really wants to hop in this bunker, and it's not in range of any of these structures here, but I guess it can be used as a jump-off point, or even maybe a slow bunker crawl towards the main base. Oh, and what timing! The Marine jumps in right as that bunker finishes. And yes, it is going to be some sort of bunker push, as he's going to leapfrog forward using these bunkers. But uh-oh, here comes the Stalker out, and the Stalker can just hang out safely out of range and knock down that bunker. So I think the bunker push is going to get thwarted. Look at these two SCVs repairing each other. That's adorable. And it looks like a Marauder now getting in the mix, and it's going to be one Marine, one Marauder, and two SCVs are going to try and take on this Protoss force. And the SCV is having to engage the probes as well as the Stalker, and one of them going down, the other one almost going down. The Marine and Marauder wisely retreating to the safety of the bunker. And it does look like concussive shells have finished. You can see the units slowing down as they get hit by the Marauder fire. And look at this, we got a proxy pylon out. So as soon as warp gate technology finishes, is that up there? What are we researching it? Not sure. It's either done or being researched. Yeah, it's being researched right now. And so as soon as that's done, he can warp units behind this bunker and just go straight for the Terran main if he wants to. And that could be big trouble for Loner, especially if he has a substantial amount of his forces occupied at this bunker. And he's abandoning the bunker. I wonder if let's check and see if Mac saw that. No, the bunker is out of sight range, so he has no idea that that's just an empty bunker there, and he could take it down really whenever he wants. And okay, good, he's figured it out. And there we go. Look at this, we got another proxy pylon coming in down here, just in case this one wasn't close enough. That's too much of a walk, he said. He's like, I want to warp my units directly outside the base of Loner. And the probe who created that proxy pylon just died a horrific death. But there you see units warping in, that dangerous warp gate technology going to work. And now we have a Protoss army right here at the gates, knocking on Loner's door. And it is Mac's turn to get offensive. And it looks like the SCV is all being pulled off the line. That's got to hurt his mining. And even just by the nature of this attack, he's doing economic damage because SCVs have to come out and defend it. So even though he lost some forces there, it was well worth it. It was a good trade. And good Marauder micro right there to slow down incoming Zealots. And wow, they don't even really get a shot off with that concussive shell. And Mac has to be very careful about that because units can get trapped and slowed down with that concussive shell, and then they're never seen or heard from again. Like this guy, oh, but he makes it away. And this bunker has come up. I think, well, I guess it wasn't completely necessary, but it was a pretty good play. I think he still would have been able to hold off the attack even without the bunker, but who cares? I mean, bunkers you can salvage, get them back for 100% of your minerals. Why would you not throw up a bunker if you feel like you're in a tight spot? It's just good Terran play. And still got this proxy pylon down here. He really needs to scout around and get rid of that. Although that's that's someplace I would never scout, so I can't really fault him for it. But you know, Loner's better than me. He should be able to get that. And look at this, the assimilator still hanging out in the Terran base. Kind of, I think it's kind of become an art piece for the Terran player Loner. It's like, yeah, I got one of those Protoss assimilators. You don't see too many of those in Terran bases. Yeah, but I'm a baller like that. I got one. It just hangs out there. And Marines and Marauders coming back, maybe to attack this assimilator. Nope, maybe not. He likes his art piece. Hey, not everyone has that, man. That's a status symbol right there, like spinning rims. Speaking of spinning rims, I wonder if you could somehow get that orb to spin on the sentry. I guess it's kind of spinning a little bit. It's got those electric pulses. Oh, and let's get back to the game and out of those stylistic issues in StarCraft. It looks like we've got Loner pushing out with an expansion, and we're going to see this kind of extended wall off. This bunker can protect both the main and this expansion that he wants to come up. And you can see he's already morphed into his orb. Whoa! Actually, it looks like that bunker is going to get salvaged. It looks like he would rather have a bunker up here, as he feels this offers better protection, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's a better place because if your Protoss opponent gets behind you here, he can snipe you from here, and if the bunker were still positioned right by the ramp, it probably wouldn't reach here if he had like a big group of stalkers over here firing away at your orbital command. You would be in trouble. So yeah, I agree with that bunker positioning. But now, well, yeah, if he brought the stalkers in from this way over here, he's really only got a tight gap from here, and he would have to deal with, I'm sure, units up on this ledge. So probably for the best that he moved that bunker. Assimilator hanging out, I love it. And you could see his mineral count is way higher than his gas count. He really does need to get rid of that assimilator, and it looks like he brought one whole stalker back to or one whole marauder back to deal with it. And even the marauder looks a little trapped. So it's clearly not taking that assimilator threat too seriously. We've got probes being main-arted down to the Protoss expansion. Always good to pull probes off a saturated base and onto this one, because after 18 probes, you're just not getting any more minerals no matter how many more probes you put on those patches. And whoa, mules coming in. And this is what's so dangerous about Terran players, is even when they're behind in harvester count, they're still ahead in minerals per minute because they've brought in the mules, and it's pretty even right now. But once these mules get accounted for, I think we're going to see a shift, unless of course Mac ups his probe count. Maybe then he can even things out. Looks like we got Vikings on the production tab. 2 Vikings coming out. Vikings, a good counter for Colossi. Also used as spotting for siege tanks, but I don't think we have any siege tanks coming out. He's using his factory to scout, so that's usually a sign that he's not really going for those mechanized siege tanks or Hellions or anything. Factory actually good for scouting. Got like 1250 hit points or whatever, so he's got advanced warning of this force coming in here. And those SCVs out of position. They need to fall back. But the Colossi outranged this bunker, so he needs to bring in additional forces. Yes, there are the Vikings. Good counter for the Colossi, but I don't know if that's enough. There's 2 Vikings to handle 2 Colossi backed up by all these stalkers. And these Stalkers should be targeting the Vikings so that the Colossi are safe, but they're not. They're just engaging willy-nilly, and force field's going down. Good force field. Those Marauders getting cut off. These ones up here are going to die horrible deaths, and now the Vikings taking a lot of damage, and one of them going down. More Stalkers pressing in now. This is very bad for Loner. He appears to be in some serious trouble. He's up against a very heavy Colossi force with a very heavy infantry force, and he stims up, but he's not focus firing the Colossi, and I don't even think it would matter at this point. There's the GG from Loner, and that's game 1 of this series. So stay tuned, because I will be bringing you the other 2 games. Hey guys, what's up? This is Lasercorn. I just want to remind you to subscribe, comment, and rate these videos. Also, if you have any requests for videos you want to see or just want to say what's up, send that over to requests@mahalo.com. Alright, thanks a lot, guys.